Hello and welcome to the Old World Blues. I am the Cosmic Turtle. Thank you so much for joining. Right, there we go. So yeah, I need to quickly find them before I can stream properly, because I won't be able to see the screen. But yeah, I'm going to be continuing the playthrough for Fallout New Vegas' Old World Blues DLC. In the last part, we just did a lot of collecting, and the game told us we got to go collect these well, not final, but these 3 specific things here. Upon trying to complete it, we discovered that there are these impassable barriers. So we're gonna have to see what happens here, basically. Fingers crossed. Well, fingers crossed that we can get past them and that it doesn't take too long to figure it out. Like I mentioned last time, where I said I'm gonna probably have a little nose online to see if I need to do something to turn them off, which I didn't do. I forgot to do that, obviously. I always forget to do the things that might help me when I'm streaming. Instead, I played a lot of Bioshock Infinite. Alright, so the barricade is still there. What's this? I have 2 map markers. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on here. If I'm lucky, where I need to go won't even be down there anyway. And I may have walked right past it, like I have done multiple times. Right, there's the way out. I don't know why. Oh, hello! I don't know why, but the game looks nicer today. Ah! Yeah, see? Walked right past it yesterday like an idiot. For some reason the game wants me to leave through this door, not the other door. All other doors are insufficient. Not good enough.
This will only sting for a second.
You gone?
Time to fight.
Oh, not override. Has he got a skull for a head? Pretty sure almost
This
all
will
my
keep
shots
you
were
on your feet.
actually, on him. Finally.
This will keep you on your feet.
I'm not allowed to take the robotic head, no, skeletal head, I mean.
Injecting Stimpack.
There we go. That health bar disappear.
Half a Stimpack.
This suit is so thoughtful.
This will keep you on your feet.
Oh god. There's no run option.
Half a Stimpack.
I need a stim pack, don't I? The bottomite. Alright. We'll just get close and shoot some people in the head. That's
Does that
power.
feel better?
Go. Got 2 left by the looks of it.
Injecting Stimpack. Injecting Stimpack.
Thank you. Mrs. Suit. You're always there for me. Recently, since I've acquired you anyway. Human flesh. Oh, that's fantastic. So these are either cannibals, or their skin is peeling off them and they're deciding to keep it. Souvenir, perhaps. Come on. Reload, my man.
Does that feel better?
Well, that depends. I think when my armor is using the stim pack, I think it might be fixing my broken arm, but then every time they shoot me, they re-break my arm. Is what I think is happening here. We've got 2 here. So this is the one that I couldn't get the first time when I went in there and there was some sort of barrier blocking me.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Which, now that I think about it, probably means it was right there in the open and I was too busy running around thinking, oh, it must be inside, it must be all the
This
way
one
in
looks
this
pretty
cave.
tough.
Not cave, but you know, to consider that it's probably right by the entrance. Actually, this one looks like I was actually right. And wherever it is, I cannot get to it yet. With you. Oh, hi there. Ah,
This will keep you on your feet.
some sort of a trauma master. Master Trauma. Interesting name. The Death Eater. Hello! Great name.
Please take this. I don't want you to die.
Oh, look at that. What a nice... There's a cyber dog as well. Take his. Oh crap. Alright, these guys are just suddenly spawning. Where's my one? Let's repair these two together. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have a stim pack.
Give me a second. I will have to read your message in a moment. A bit closer.
Injecting stim pack.
Wearing this armor. I've been okay, thank you. What about yourself? I say okay, I've been in a lot of pain in my stomach. Pain. But other than that, I've been good.
Fighting over.
Does someone here have a means for me to remove this force field? Or were all these guys just chilling outside and they all ran in to beat me up? Well, that guy wasn't, because he kind of phased through this barrier. Not bad at all, sorry to hear you've been in pain. Well, I'm used to it now. I've always had to deal with pain in my stomach. So it's not something which is out of, out of the ordinary, basically. We'll have to come back to this one for some reason. Just cannot get through that door. Not door, floor.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Have you played the Fallout New Vegas DLCs before? Or Fallout New Vegas as a whole.
That's all.
So which way we'll go forward? Yeah, so this way up here. What's this? No, not yet, but I'm planning to get this soon. It's a really good game. It is a really fun game. Would you be getting it on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC?
Oh no, we're out of medics.
Ah, that's perfectly fine. Where are you all going?
Time to fight.
For some reason, since the last time I played this game, the enemies have suddenly kind of kicked it up a gear. There was not sentry bots trying to kill me when I was last playing this. There was these weird cyber dogs that were shooting sort of beams at me, and guys who have had lobotomies. Now there's weird skeleton people as well. In my absence,
Bad guys dealt with.
really kicked it up a gear. I've watched a couple of playthroughs on YouTube.
This one looks pretty tough.
Alright. Ah, cool. I'm playing mine on Xbox now. This is on an Xbox One X. Not sure if you can tell the difference. I can't, compared to a standard Xbox. In terms of the visuals anyway, the game runs really smooth. And the only thing I can kind of notice is it hasn't got those really annoying kind of white edges to everything, if you know what I mean. Ah, there we go, there it is. No, not really. I have an Xbox One X too. Not noticing any difference. Alright, yeah. Hey, there we go. Right, so the game's... There must be another way in this building. A lower entrance. Activate the basic infiltration test to begin. So we've got all this sort of nonsense here. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with all these. I'll try some of these. I don't know if they are secondary objectives or primary. Not fast travel on enemies. Oh right, yeah. So there is. Oh, look at him. That the lot? No, there's another one. They just keep appearing all over the place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Fallout New Vegas is Xbox One X enhanced as well. It's not 4K, but I believe it's got what is the? I can't remember off the top of my head what the Xbox One X enhancement is, but it's kind of like frame rates and improved kind of visual effects like lightning and fire, that sort of stuff. I believe it has that going for it. I just never really notice the actual improvements. Game loads fairly quick though, as you can see on the One X, which is really nice. I keep forgetting there's no sprint and I have to what's it called, get around slowly.
Time to fight.
Time to fight what? Oh yeah, so my gun growls, not sure if you've noticed, because it's got a little dog and there's a brain in that jar. So my gun growls and my armor talks to me. It's a party.
Time to fight.
They keep detecting enemies who aren't showing themselves to me. Alright, what we got in here? Oh, Jesus. Hello? Oh, I think you finished. Not sure what you can get out of that.
Oh no, we're out of medics.
Right, well, don't inject me again. I don't know if she meant... Oh, a lobotomite. Also, these robots are trying to kill me as well. Not a friendly robot in this place.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Mr. Orderly Mark IV. Why would an orderly need a flamethrower? I've never worked in a hospital before, so I'm not sure what it's like. But I'm fairly certain you won't need a flamethrower. This. Retrieve the free student records from the desk. Is that my test? I just gotta get records.
Attention, students.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Of your pre-recorded principal.
Oh, look at all these trophies.
Principal Boros. You me as the head chief first researcher for
Wolverines.
C9 and C14.
Oh yeah, there's the weird dog that shoots
Later preserve
mind
rattlesnake
beams at me.
DNA and put it right where it belongs. In the husk of another feared predator.
Take no pleasure in killing dogs.
And the tarantula.
Loads of them in here.
I always say, especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It's come to my
Where are you?
attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda.
So,
This is a most serious matter,
Here. Oh, I
requiring
love
the
that.
most serious of detentions. Can you
it must be on the floor above me.
I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie pinko traitors. Oh! Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you
Oh, we got one of them. So yeah, there is a
traitors.
second floor here. Let's find
Sniff
the
out which
stairs.
among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright. Let's
take one of
This
the
will
bottomites
keep
as
you
well.
on your feet.
All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time.
You okay there, friend? They decided in the end they wanted to shoot at me. They needed a moment to really think it through. Didn't want to rush them into a decision, so I thought I'd let them have that little bit of respite there to really commit. Why the hell? There has to be a stairs somewhere, because that map marker is not leading me to a computer. Unless there's a piece of paper or something. Otherwise is it this book on the floor? No. It's right by here. No, it's on my left. It appears to be this right here. Yeah, it has to be above me. Nice sip from a trusty Vault 13 canteen. That'll save the day. I don't suppose you got any ideas? This game's quest marker seems to be mugging me off. Actually, no, I'll take that Nuka-Cola, thank you. That's definitely new.
This will keep you on your feet.
Any games you're looking forward to further in the year? Ah, here we go, stairs. Let's To be fair, so far there's been a fair, a decent amount of games announced. The hell's hitting me? That was weird. Personally, I'm really excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I know that's a kind of game which at this point is... It'll be more surprising if it isn't good. So it's, I expect that to be a great game, and I think it'll be a monstrous disappointment if that one isn't good, because it's kind of... Oh, there was someone shooting me, I knew it. Cheeky. Hey, game finally made me use my points. Alright. Boost energy weapons up a bit. Put you up a bit, we've got 3 more. Survival, I guess? Yeah, that works.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Down
Oh,
at
that's
the
cool.
end of the hall is Ballstorm.
Time to fight.
Who like balls? Like Richie Marcus.
Ah! Oh god! Get up!
Richie
Get up, you fool!
Please take this. I don't want you to die. Fighting over.
There we go. Pesky terminal. But I still can't believe they haven't released a Fallout 3 remaster. Because obviously they wouldn't remake it. Just do a little remaster for it. It just feels so weird that they haven't done it. Because at this point, it feels just like easy money. Popped there. Even if they just did a port for the Nintendo Switch, I'd buy it again just to play it on the Switch. I came in here thinking it'd be something cool. It's a school.
Uh-oh. Harvesting
Power
pack.
armor chilling inside the school. Is that my way out?
Was that all?
This appears to be the way out.
Oh my! You got to
that's
the
been an experience.
residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Initiate the residential Cyberdog guard test at the X8 test
Sneaking
terminal.
done. Fighting now.
The residential test. Wasn't that shut down?
So yeah, that voice in the sky is... I won't spoil it for you because you said you do plan on getting this soon. And if you ever get the DLC, I won't do it for you. But I don't think they're as evil as they sound. Because they sound so, like an
Cessation of
overseer sort of thing.
hostilities complete.
They kind of are, but
Visitor.
they feel more stupid than malicious at this point. Oh yeah, there's more than one. There's a few of them. I'm pretty sure that one is the main one. Right, let's try the Cyberdog one then. Oh, okay, so we've got to go back in here. Interesting. Oh,
Let the intruder have the starting demand.
Time to fight.
oh my god, the dog is giant.
Let the intruder take it up wherever you bury.
Harvesting pack.
Thank you.
Down. Down, boy. Stop it.
Oh, wow, that was weird. Why the hell did they make the dog giant?
Gabe.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Atomic core. It's active. That means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in 10. Boros, why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow if we reach 1, right?
9. All will be fine.
What, have I got it?
7. Yes, 7. 6, halfway to destruction, measured in clicks.
5 by 5. Someone's coming in.
Babe's bark audio frequency sample has been uploaded into the think tank. Hey, we got a trophy beer, Spinal Tact.
Bad guys dealt with.
Oh, damn. Morbius, you haven't won, Morbius. Shut up. Alright, see, that one is evil. Morbius, that one's an evil voice. The other voices are just kind of idiots.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Yes, so Morbius is the guy who has these robot scorpions. As a dick.
Fighting over.
And now, what am I going to do now? Wrong way. Quests. Climb up to the satellite dish and retrieve X2 antenna. Alright, I suppose we'll do that then. See, I'm really enjoying this DLC so far. The gameplay is very simple, but it's
Time to fight.
it's enjoyable within its simplicity. The only problem I'm having is they chucked a ton of quests at me all at once. I have no clue which one's a primary and which one's a secondary quest.
Please take this. I don't want you to die.
Very kind of you.
Does that feel better?
Yeah, that's right.
Fighting
Stupid
over.
robot. Have some energy cells. Because at this point, it just feels like all the not all, the focus of this story is just collecting a lot of
Please take this. I don't want you to
for lack of a
die.
better term. Right, this guy won't shut up. I'm not even listening to him at this point.
Please take this. I don't want you to die.
Remember the time you forgot to carry the tube and nearly blew up the Y Zero Research Center? Oh, wait, you did! Or was that me?
Oh, right, okay, I was leaving. Fast travel. We kill the enemy, then we'll fast travel. We'll do it as quick as we can.
Stop that! You'll damage the hull!
Oh, he's probably talking through the scorpions. That's why I can hear him with multiple voices, like he's echoing. Because when there's more than one, he talks more than once. That is annoying.
You're my best friend forever.
Ah, thanks, suit. You're my best friend forever too, I guess.
Was that all?
Guessing the map marker is to be ignored until we get up to the top floor, and then it will make sense as to where it's pointing to us. Yes, yes, I've been up on here before. That's the hatch. What do you want from me? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Here we go. It's all coming together now.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter.
Not trying. Succeeded, my man. I got the antenna right here in my hand.
Succeed? Not if my lethal robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
My robo scorpions. There is not an enemy near me. I'm up on a flipping satellite. That enemy should not count. What if I go as high up as I can? Does he go out of my range? No. Fine. You in game. I'll go back through the building. Swine.
Eureka!
Steady. Fighting.
I feel like the guy who's voicing Morbius voiced a character in a kids show or something, because that voice
The
is very
Lobotomy has
familiar.
retrieved count them, 2 of the 3 technologies.
Ah, you're one who preventing me from fast travel.
Stolen from X2.
Great, they shoot lasers at me. Can't you people just leave me alone? I'm gonna just keep mashing. Wait for a moment until I know I can fast travel. Look how grumpy Vault Boy looks about not being able to fast travel. Alright, are they following me? No, those are different people. Alright, let's ignore them as well. I don't need to kill them. This DLC is recommended for level 15 plus. I'm level 37, which I'm pretty sure has scaled the enemies up. But don't worry about it. Here we go. Be gone! Can't you people just leave me alone? Oh yeah, I got a cripple
Have a stim
armor.
pack.
Not the easiest thing in. He's got a little armor symbol. Had an armor symbol.
Does that feel better? Does that feel better?
Yeah, much better. Thank you. Gotta make the robot feel good about itself sometimes, you know?
That's all.
Alright then, let's plug in this whatever it is, we need to plug an antenna. Hopefully it's not like the Futurama ones, since in Futurama a robot's antenna is the equivalent of its penis. Which, you know, that's the last thing we want to be walking around carrying. Right, into the testing lab we go. Oh shit. Hello, friend. Oh, cool. Test terminal.
This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us.
Oh, I have to be stealthy. Can't I just... complete all well, I ain't doing all the tests. I'll do this one and then I'll move on. Well, I'm hoping there's a reason. Come on, turn around. Have I got a weapon that I can just use to clout him in the back of the head and kill him in one hit? 'Cause if I do, that would be very...
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh, what? How did you see me?
Too bad. We were spotted by robots. If you go back to the terminal to restart the test, I won't mess up again.
Get out of here. Let's try it one last time. So apparently clouting things
Does
is not an
that feel
acceptable
better?
way to get through the test.
This should be easy, as long as I don't screw up again.
Well, on the plus side... Well, that's not fair. It says caution. I'm already at a heavy disadvantage. Huh, I could just literally kill them all and then run through it super quick. I wish I knew sooner. That would kind of defeat the purpose though, wouldn't it?
Test data processed. Firmware updated
Oh,
to version
achievement.
1.1.
Cardiac
Heat
arrest.
damping sensors online.
Alright, sweet. God, what the hell's going on here?
No, even that stealth suit won't hide you from my rifle, Scorpion Army.
Ah, take this, robots!
Sting them until they are stupid.
Mean robot bug. Mean robot bug.
Pretty good, didn't it? Everything crippled. It's getting better and better.
Half a stim pack.
Oh, we leveled up again. Well, let's put a bit in stealth, since clearly... Let's put 5 there, and... I don't know... Medicine, there we go. Oh, we get a skill. Intense training, lady killer, swift learner, cannibal, 50% damage, no, I don't even know. Oh, what should we go for? Demolition expert, no. Gunslinger, fortune finder, considerably more bottle caps, but then I'm pretty sure I'm at a point in the game now where money is not an issue. Could go for that one. Red bomber, lead belly. Anything you'd recommend? Anything look good to you? Since I just realised you said you haven't played this game. Oh, and that was this. Items with a weight of 2 or less weigh half as much. Yes. I'm pretty sure I've seen this on a video somewhere as it being a fantastic perk.
Are we being watched?
And the reason why they say it's a fantastic perk is because things like food, most of the food weigh less than 2.
You won't escape me.
And things like Nuka-Cola and the Sunset Sarsaparilla, you know, all that
That's
sort of
all.
stuff.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs. Yeah, take this, robot!
Go, my minion.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Not sure if you noticed, but I got my food.
The eye of Mobius
Time
sees
to
you.
fight.
Right, that's it. I don't like how these scorpions have lasers on their tails. It feels a bit unfair. I know I'm killing them, no problem, but still.
Mobius.
Oh, yeah.
Fighting over.
What quest are we doing now then? Or side quest, I should say. It's not my luck.
Time to fight.
No, my luck with side quests.
Sting them. You
Please
think
take
that
this. I don't want you to
Scorpion
die.
you hidden from me? Think again.
Yeah. There we go. 110 experience. Not bad. Right, where to now? Alright, we're going back to the think tank.
Bad guys dealt with. What is this place? Are we outside?
Yes, we are outside. This isn't the first time we've been outside. Why are you surprised now? Oh no! Ah, it's the Night Stalker.
Injecting a stim pack.
Look how weird. Oh my god. Look how weird that is. It's got like a snake
This will keep
face.
you on your feet. This will keep you on your feet.
Loads of them. I haven't seen so many
Take this.
Night Stalkers.
Equals harassing the head of,
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Kind of has a rattlesnake's rattle. So
Sneaking
it
done.
appears to be a
Fighting
dog
now.
crossed with a snake. That is really strange. Yeah, when I killed them in the last stream, I didn't actually go up to their face. And I think I only fought 2 before this. So I had no idea.
That's all.
Alright, friends. I have business with you, apparently.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I've recovered all the technological information, science. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank has to share of the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of.
Is that a fact?
If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. Help you?
What about you? Are you not smart enough?
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Turned off my controller by mistake then. Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know.
This guy's an idiot, isn't he? He doesn't have a clue what's going on. Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
65. Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit the suit's a cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves. I'm thinking. This is all very
I
complicated.
love it.
Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock.
But is this stealth suit actually that good?
That could work.
I didn't really notice
Was
it being
that
all
my
that great.
plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
85. Science. Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean,
Oh, this guy
technically,
has,
these
like,
items
no
could all be
concept,
used to put you back
apparently, of the
together
human
once you had
body.
your brain.
When
But
you
for
first meet
now,
him, he
they can be
calls your
used
toes
in the name of
penises,
aggression.
and then he calls your fingers
door should be
longer or
unsealed.
erected penises.
Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be
me to
freed
tell
from
Mobius
Mobius's reign of
science.
terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Oh, okay, my bad. How couldn't I realise that that was my cue to leave? Alright, let's get out of here.
Time to fight.
Oh, what are you guys doing here?
I see you. Now
Bah!
I end you. I see you. Now
I see you.
I end you.
Have a stim pack.
Cheers. Go on. Take this one down. Go on.
You're
There
no
you
match for science.
That's all.
Be fast travel now. I can. Is the game trying to make me go back in there? No, good. Oh, cool. We have a spot right next to this one. So we haven't got to run the entire map.
Ready, steady, fighty.
So the Death Eater. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a Harry Potter fan would you say that you are?
Oh, hit my rope.
Does that feel better?
Oh, much better. Never realised that.
Mobius sees you.
Forbidden Zone Dome. Put Zone and Dome together.
Mobius.
Yeah, so what you got? What you got? These ninja skills,
You
dodging your
won't escape
lasers.
me.
Was that all?
It was all. Let's get in there before he blows up and hurts us.
Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and
Starting
take
here.
your rad-X now.
Ready, steady.
Oh my god, that's a giant. Oh my god, I can't move. Why can't I move?
That's all.
Destroy protocol in the name of all that is
Alright. What have we got? My endurance goes down. We're not on that. So a few of those. Screw it. Just eat a lot of things that will heal us. She is absolutely smashing my stim packs. I had way more than that at one point. That's a giant robot.
Steady, fighty.
Coming for you. X42.
Does that feel better?
No, it doesn't. Oh, he doesn't stand a chance. Look at him.
Cessation of
Yeah, get out of
hostilities.
here. 55 experience. He was worth more than 55. There we go. I suppose that's a good enough reason for why no one ever tried to capture, kill, stop Morbius, whatever you want to. Oh great, I got radiation poisoning. I can't get past there because there's the damn blue doors. So I think we're going to have to go this way. There we go. The X42 security turret. For some reason this is classed as a friend. Sure, why not? You have found a recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox in the sink to recalibrate the sonic emitter for new effects. Alright, I will. Mentats. Oh, Morbius! I'm coming for you. It's not gonna be another rad scorpion in here, is it? Or a giant dog? Why, hello, Morbius.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps?
Yes.
It's just up there. Such
I
a
am, in
nice
fact, here for
brain,
my brain.
young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty.
He's been sending scorpions
I have
at me
all
for ages.
sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts
I
and
love him.
ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid
definitely
binary
recognise his
streams
voice,
might
though.
shoot out my
I feel like he
chassis.
voiced somewhat like
Had to start
character from a
using the
Cartoon
dome
Network
floor
show.
and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of
is he the
where
mayor
they
from
start
Powerpuff
and
Girls?
end.
I think it's the mayor. Where's my pad? Let's do behind the voice actors while we're talking to this guy. You went exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like?
Ooh, voices.
After all, it might be worth a
Mobius.
cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even
That is
want to
true.
go back
He does
with
seem
you?
fine without it.
Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll
Even if he
leave it
isn't,
up
he
to your
sounds like him
brain.
regardless.
If it wants to go, then fine. If not,
Just a more
well,
aggressive
you should
version of
respect
the man.
its wishes.
Based on the things that this character's voiced, or this guy has voiced. I don't think he voiced the mayor from the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, curiosity. I experienced that less
Oh,
now
he's
that I know
Leonardo.
everything.
From the
Oh,
18th
maybe it was
century.
when I
So
found
obviously
out
voiced
some
a version
unpleasant
of the
answers.
80s Leonardo.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if he's the original one. Repair, here we
The
go.
ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save
does,
my
doesn't it?
computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good.
This guy has
Good.
voiced a ton of characters.
Better? Oh, yes. That feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
It's afternoon mentats break. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of raisins. You're
Raisins.
something of a homily. The anomaly? You're really quite special. And the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment
Okay,
ever
so he was
performed
actually
here at
Leonardo
Big
in the
Mountain.
original
A
80s
victim of your own
cartoon.
success, as it were. If you were to go back
the
with what
characters.
your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Oh no, that would just be ridiculous.
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do.
Is that a
Even
fact?
if I forget them occasionally.
Personally, I'm not a
Although
very
I
big fan
feel
of
this
grapes.
one is
Grapes, on the other hand,
especially
so grapes are the way
important.
forward.
Oh, well. I find things
I
curious
don't want
as
to kill
well.
him.
Go on.
He's great. I love this guy. You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Have to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, Watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
I don't want to kill him. They can't kill a guy who sent a threat because he was tripping balls.
Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Equations on the floor. We'll give 5 to you. Boost of science. Put barter up. There we go. What equations? Oh wow, he really does have equations on the floor. My god, quite a lot as well. Oh my god, he got loads of equations on the floor. Oh my man, I'll try and avoid the equations. Oh, he's on the stairs as well. I got no chance. Brain tank. Ah, there I am. It's my brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been?
Is that supposed to be my guy's voice?
Bits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Yes. Yes. Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. Just clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults, or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got a shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Well, no. Of course you're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
Medicine 55, but you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Oh yeah, of course. Admit it. You're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Are you though? Are you really? Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
Why?
Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions.
Oh,
Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things? What about the cool breeze on your cheek? The smell of food? Love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Speech 75. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
Well, if we reunite, I can feel... No, you can feel what I feel, and I can think how you think. I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we are separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
Oh yeah? So what do you say, brain? Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem.
Oh yeah, what's
Even
that?
if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to
Alright.
make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground.
Oh.
And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Speech. You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin
Right,
rushes when we
so-
save the day. All right.
Well, I wouldn't
what's
have thought the
plan?
brains were evil, especially since one of them appears to be just some horny woman. She didn't seem all that evil. If the think tank won't hold up their end of the bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I
Yeah.
suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want
got
to fill
another
your
achievement.
torso up with those other
Make up
meaty
your mind.
parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Your brain added. Interesting. Alright, so we got the optional bits here, which we will do. Since, I want to get my spine and my heart back.
You require some additional services? Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want? Alright, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable. You require some additional services? You require some additional service. You require some additional service. You require some additional service. The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave the place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first about this Mojave place, a testing ground for our experiments. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible. You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here? That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm. for you. And for science, I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, centrally fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough, and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
blind diode Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic, dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depth into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope, and hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone. I might vibrate at a soothing frequency.
Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire. Well, since I can't kill you, I guess I have to listen to your inane questions. You should be afraid! I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night! Not just murder! I tear them apart and render them down to their base components! Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like! Well, since I can't kill you,
Leg bones connected. Purple bone.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Mood lights have more fun.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse at least. Hooray! Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100, gajillion. Would you want that getting washed down your gullet day in and day out? I didn't think so. You can have as much as you like. Just, please don't put your lips on the faucet. It's so unsanitary. It was getting lonely without you here. You're going to need to find yourself some empties first before I can fill them for you. Any empty bottle will do. It's just not too dirty, okay?
You took care of them brains pretty good, baby. Nice. I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Ready to receive seditious materials. Blank books are better for the mind, citizen. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously accept what's put in front of him. Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal. Citizen, that sounds dangerously seditious. If my re-indoctrination module was installed, I'd take care of that for you. Sadly, that system was cut for budget concerns, so you'll have to perform your own indoctrination. Now, to begin with, you'll need a cage that can fit over your head and a sack of mole rats. Now you're thinking like a citizen, citizen.
Don't even talk to me.
Please, tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now, oh? Yup, here you go.
I've seen you with her.